When President-elect Donald Trump first chose firebrand Congressman Matt Gaetz to be his Attorney General, it sent shivers through the corridors of the Justice Department that he was to help.
Donald Trump is unstoppable. Elect him president again, and America will be unstoppable too.
After all, the country's soon-to-be chief federal law enforcement officer had been under a federal sex trafficking investigation. While Gaetz vehemently denied the allegations, it didn't make them go away. And 8 days after the stunning announcement on his nomination came an equally stunning withdrawal from Gaetz himself. Gaetz released a statement saying his confirmation was becoming a distraction to the work of Trump's transition team and that there was no time to waste on what he described as a needlessly protracted Washington scuffle. Trump promptly responded in a social media post giving his blessings to Gaetz's decision to withdraw. It was his first political setback since his election 16 days earlier. Hours later, Trump nominated former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi instead for the post. After he was nominated for Attorney General, Gaetz resigned as a representative for Florida's 1st Congressional District, a seat that he had held since 2017. His resignation came as the House Ethics Committee was due to decide whether to release a report on its investigation into allegations of misconduct involving drugs, bribes, and paying for sex, including with an underage girl. What also didn't help Gaetz was the fact that in his 4 terms in the House, his firebombing political tactics had also alienated many people within his own party, including senators who greeted his selection for Attorney General with skepticism. The House Ethics Committee Republicans voted not to release its investigation into Gaetz, but when he met with GOP senators, it became increasingly clear that there were too many hard no's from them. Gaetz realized that he didn't have the votes and decided to show himself the door. Now, the big question is whether Trump's new defense secretary pick, Pete Hegseth, will be the next to withdraw, or will he be replaced? The former Fox News host was anyway a surprise choice to head the Pentagon and lead the largest military in the world. Then came allegations of sexual misconduct from a 2017 incident in Monterey, California. A woman told the police that she was sexually assaulted by Pete Hegseth after he took her phone, blocked the door to a hotel room, and refused to let her leave. The alleged incident happened after he had spoken at a Republican women's event in Monterey. The police report does not say whether the allegations were found to be false. Hegseth told the police at the time that the encounter had been consensual and denied any wrongdoing.
Did you sexually assault a woman in Monterey, California?
I have, as far as the media is concerned, I'll keep this very simple. The matter was fully investigated and I was completely cleared, and that's where I'm leaving.
His lawyer said Hegseth had paid the woman in 2023 to head off the threat of a baseless lawsuit. At the time of the alleged assault, Hegseth was going through a divorce with his second wife, with whom he has 3 children. The allegations and Hegseth's lack of qualifications are reportedly making some members of Trump's transition team question his fitness for the role of defense secretary. Hegseth's controversial views and past comments have further complicated his prospects. He has opposed women serving in combat roles. In a college column, he had reportedly argued that having sex with an unconscious woman does not constitute as rape. Trump has not yet reconsidered his decision to appoint Hegseth, though he is reportedly considering backup options. Meanwhile, Linda McMahon, who Trump tapped to lead the Department of Education, has been sued for allegedly knowingly enabling the sexual exploitation of children by a World Wrestling Entertainment employee in the 1980s. Linda McMahon is the former CEO of WWE, which she co-founded with her husband, Vince McMahon. The suit alleges that the couple, the WWE, and TKO Group Holdings, the league's parent company, knowingly allowed an employee, Melvin Phillips Jr., to use his position as a ringside announcer to sexually exploit children. The filing alleges that Phillips would recruit children to work as ring boys, helping him set up and take down wrestling rings at WWE events. But the job was reportedly a guise for sexually exploiting the children, which Phillips would do even in front of wrestlers and executives in the locker room areas. According to the filing, Phillips, who died in 2012, would often film his sexual abuse. According to the lawsuit, Linda and Vince McMahon were aware of Phillips's abuse, but failed to protect the plaintiffs. She has denied the allegations. The past of some of Donald Trump's cabinet picks are complicating the calculus for Republican senators as they decide whether to draw the line or go along with their party leader.